every time, every time I pray, I get all those prayer requests. And I pray, and I pray, and I pray, and I pray. And when I have those sessions with those people out there, I just cry. I just cry a lot. Because God, people are suffering right now. When I tell you, you don't know, you don't really know about the suffering until you're in a position to hear the suffering. When you're in the position, I know God, people suffering. I get a lot of prayer requests. And those people are suffering out there. When I tell you, those people are suffering. God, people right now going through it. I got so many people that said, Mimi, please pray for me. I'm homeless with my children. Lately, I don't know what is going on. It's been so overwhelming. So many people are losing their home, or their car getting repo, or they sick because they just so tired. This morning, as I prayed, I just started to cry. I said, God, please help your people out there. God, please. Your people are suffering, God. Help your people, God. The prophet or the prophetess or whoever, they alone cannot help your people the way you can, God. It's hard out here, and I know with inflation, with everything going up, I know, trust me. I'm a single parent, and it's overwhelming for me sometimes. I have to do everything by myself. And even right now in this moment, even if your finances is in order, the amount of bad news you see, the amount of stuff that is happening in this world, it is so overwhelming. And please don't think that I am faking this because I cry. I'm just a very sensitive person. Is when I get to talk to my soul tribe sisters, and I talk to my soul tribe family. Those people are not faking it. I know they're not calling me just to fake it. They are really out there. They're suffering. So many people are suffering. And I alone cannot help all of them. If you hear this message and you have been crying, your soul has been vexed, problem after problem, you ask God, what have you done wrong in this life for you to be suffering? You have been a good person all your life, but you've been going through it. God wants me to tell you that your tears, He hears your tears, your pain and your sorrow. God hear it. You feel like God have abandoned you because He's not even responding to you. I get that all the time in my prayer requests. But let me cry with you and for you. As I'm crying and I say, God, I'm not going to leave you alone until you bless those people, until you bless my soul tribe family. We will not stay in poverty. We will not stay in disease. We will not stay in sickness. We will not stay in loneliness. God, your promise that you have said over us will come alive. So if you see me crying, I'm crying because it is time, God, for your people to stop suffering. It is time. It is time. So many people want to lose hope. So many people is ready to throw the towel. I get so many people, when I talk to them, they say, Mimi, I'm ready to give up. Maybe I'm about to kill myself. Maybe I don't want to do this anymore. And I have to tell them, what about your children? What about your family? If you leave right now, you're going to put them in more pain. I had this one lady say, Mimi, I would feel better if I was dead. And that way I would feel no more pain. I just started crying because I remember one time, long time ago, I used to be in those positions when I felt helpless. But God hear your tears, because I hear it. I hear your prayer requests. I get it. I read them. I pray over them. I'm not just any regular life coach that just ignore your requests. I go to God so God can give you the answer. I know what it's like to be broke. I know what it's like to be sick. I know what it's like to be abandoned and lonely. Or you have to do it by yourself, or are you overwhelmed? I know how it's like to sit in somebody's job and they hate you. And you come in every day and do your job and you still get hate. They don't want to promote you. They'd rather promote someone younger than you or someone dumber than you. I know I have been through all that. I have been through so much stuff that if I put it in the book, you will ask me, how are you still walking around here like nothing happened? I cry with you, my sister, my brother, because I know the pain. I feel the pain. I know what you're going through. I know it. Those tears are tears of gold. God is going to turn your situation around. God is going to turn your situation around. If you have been crying and crying and crying and crying, your soul is tired of crying. You've been going through it. You've been going through it back to back. You have been a good person. You don't bother nobody. You stay to yourself. This is your word. Your life is going to change. I'm tired of seeing God people go through so much stuff. And while the wicked live their best life, something is going to change. Something's going to change. I have been fasting for the last 3 days. I have just been praying and crying to God for a release, for a breakthrough, for a deliverance for his people. We will not continue to live life of sorrow. This is not God's will. God said, I came that you'll have life and have it abundantly. It is time for you to have an abundant life, a happy, prosperous life, a healthy life, and a life of happiness too. You don't have to be lonely all the time. I know many people will hear this and they're going to think that, oh, she must be going through her own problem. That's why she's crying. I go through my own problem all the time. I just keep my problem to myself. Because I know most people don't even care if you have a problem. But as being a life coach, and every time I get all those prayer requests, and I talk to people on the phone or I FaceTime them, they literally on the phone crying. This whole last week, People are getting on the phone. They're crying. They're ready to give up. They're tired. I had one person. She worked over 70 hours a week at her job, and she still can't make ends meet. She feel God have abandoned her, but God did not abandon her. She just going through her testing and trial. If you hear my stomach growling, it's because I haven't ate. I've been fasting. My fast is supposed to be finished in a few hours. Just know that if you have been crying, tears, you feel helpless, you ready to throw the towel, you don't want to do this anymore, you overwhelmed, divine help is coming. Divine assistance is coming. You will not stay down. Your time of being a caterpillar is over. And it's time for you to be a butterfly and fly wherever you want and be free. You've been a caterpillar. You've been crawling on your back. You've been crawling and suffered. But God said this is the moment now. You must go through the cocoon and you must turn to a butterfly. And it's time for you to rise. God people will rise. And we are going to be first. The last shall be first. And we've been last for so long. It is time for us to pick up our crown and be what God wants us to be, which is greatness. So if you hear this message and your soul have been crying, because I'm crying with you, God said, don't give up yet. Don't do it yet. Because you're so close. And I know you be hearing this message, oh, I'm so close, I'm so close. Where's the so close? Why haven't it happened? But I could feel something in the spirit. God is saying that my people have been suffering and crying. Tell them that I am working behind the scene to make everything work out for them. So you're going to receive your breakthrough. Before this year is over, or before this month is over, or before this day is over, you will receive your breakthrough. You will receive your breakthrough. For a matter of fact, all that good seed that you have been sowing, all this good deed that you have been doing, you will reap those good seed and those good deed back. God is not going to leave you out here to suffer. Do you hear me? You suffering now, and I know, and I get it. But God is not going to leave you to suffer and die. You will rise from every circumstance, every pain, every sorrow, every torment. You will rise. So this is the message that I want to share with everyone. If you have been crying, I'm crying with you. I'm crying with you. I told God, it is time for you to find my husband. I've been doing this for so long. And I'm overwhelmed. People sometimes think, oh, you got it going on. Why would you be overwhelmed? It doesn't matter. You could have money and still not be happy. Money take care of things that you need to buy. It's a tool for you to take care of stuff that you need to pay for. But that is some stuff that money cannot buy. Being the child of God is hard because when you follow God, you go through so much. The wicked who don't follow God, it look like their life is living so great until it's time for them to pay for whatever that they have bought. Whatever deal they have made, they have to pay for it. So us, God children, all we can do is just wait. But just know that your time is here. No more tears, no more crying. God said your tears are gold because they mean a lot. So I hope everyone have a wonderful, blessed day. And if you need to send me your prayer request, go ahead and send it to me so I can pray over it for you. And I will respond back to you after I pray for it. Everybody do I pray for them. I always respond to let them know that I did get your prayer request. Just know that your tears is gold. And this is going to be your last season of crying. This is going to be your last season of crying. It is time now for me to receive some reports, some testimony that God has been doing major things. I don't care what the world economy going on. We in God economy. We will not suffer. We God children. And God said from today forward, if you trust in me, even when you're in pain, even when you want to give up, I will open the treasure of heaven for you. And you will eat, your generation will eat, and you will leave a legacy. People will know you. You will not die nameless. You will not die forgotten. You will die with honor, and you will live a long life. Your children will be happy. Your kids will be happy. If you don't have children, your family, you're going to leave a legacy for them. And all will be well. I promise you, all will be well. I'm here with you, and I'm fighting it with you. I'm not going to sit here, act like I have it all going on. I don't. I'm just like everybody else. The difference is, sometimes I feel like I'm too strong. Because I deal with so much stuff by myself, and I deal with it. I don't ask for sympathy. I just deal with it. But God said, you don't have to keep dealing with it. I'm going to deal with your situation. So that's the message that I have, and I wanted to share. And everyone have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye-bye.